enthusiast and a mom struggling with IBSD. I know it's been a while, I haven't uploaded any video. I was stuck up with some personal and family issues. Today is all about the struggles of IBS patients on day-to-day life. And what are the impacts does IBS have, irrespective of its type, on one's life and daily routines? How do they struggle with it? Let's just get to know that. So that if you do have IBS, you can feel you are not alone, and if someone else around you is having, you can understand them better, what they are going through. Whether it is IBS-D, IBS-C or IBS-M, irrespective of its type. Bloating, acidity, gas, flatulence, burping, random bowel movements, flatulence, these are all very common and the list goes on. It breaks you mentally, it causes loss of appetite. You can't eat, you kind of fear or lose appetite to eat, because in patients with constipation, you are unable to evacuate completely, so you don't have the appetite to eat. And with patients with IBS-D, you don't want to eat because whatever you put into your mouth will get evacuated so immediately. You need to rush or search for a washroom nearby. You fear eating food, which in turn in the long run makes you weak. Even looking at the food makes you anxious. You're stressed out. Even the thought of food makes you stressed out. And social life becomes a dream, because whenever you step outside, especially if you are someone facing IBS-D or IBS-M, you need to constantly search for a restroom nearby. You are in constant fear. You never know when you might need a washroom in the next 5 minutes or 5 seconds for that matter. So you're constantly worried, anxious. You can't spend peacefully even 5 minutes outside your home because it always triggers you. And eating outside is something unimaginable, because just to cope up with, just for survival, you need to go through a lot of food restrictions just to survive, just to live like any other human being. You need to go through a lot of food restrictions. Don't eat that, don't eat this, and a lot more. And that is so tough to deal with. And when you are already having so many troubles inside, and and on top of that you are told to not eat so many other foods which might be your favorite foods, that kind of mentally disrupts you and creates an imbalance, and also kind of a negative situation, I can say. And that is really problematic. And that if you are a foodie, then that would be a biggest problem and biggest nightmare of all time. IBS is something which is tough to deal with, irrespective of its type. And I see people who are with IBS, who are dealing with that on everyday basis, I see them with utmost respect, because it is not that easy to survive with it on daily basis, along with the daily struggles and chaos we all have in our lives, have been there. And now I'm getting better actually these days. I'm following a lot of food restrictions and all. I'll be telling about those information in the YouTube shorts. Follow me there if you want to know more details about that. And so coming back to the video, normal things like going out, socializing, or going to washroom, or eating any food becomes a struggle, survival fight, because these are becoming a big tasks for you. Eating food is creating you problem, irrespective of its type of IBS you are facing with. And washroom, for constipation people, they struggle with it, the pain they go through, they don't want to be there. And the diarrhea and IBS-M people, they want a washroom always nearby them, because they are in constant fear. What if there is no washroom nearby? What will happen? I might end up in an embarrassing situation. So it's kind of weird and embarrassing to speak about it openly in our society and culture, but it is very problemsome for someone who is going through it. And on top of all this, you get all the shitty advice from people around you who don't even know what IBS is. What does it mean to have gut health issues? Who don't have any clue about even paracetamol, is ready to give you endless of suggestions about your food, lifestyle, habits, medicines, doctors, prescriptions and what not. Everyone becomes a doctor here, and that is the problem. You're already going through a mess, and people around you are creating much more mess to you and giving you a lot of stress. That is not helping. They might think they are helping you, but it is not. If you are that person giving advices when someone is low, just don't give them advice which could help them, which could make them feel better. Otherwise, just shut up. They are okay dealing with it by themselves. They don't need your advice. If you can help out, help it out. Otherwise, please don't give suggestions. They are already dealing with a lot. It doesn't help them. Your suggestions doesn't help any person, either it is IBS or any other patient or any other person in general. Help them out if you can, or just don't random suggestions. You might not know what the other person is going through unless you are in their shoes. So please don't mind me saying this, but I have been there listening to all the nonsense advices from all the people around me, so I can understand what it feels like to be there. So that is my small request. Don't get offended. And to the ones who are dealing with IBS on day-to-day lives along with your daily struggles, you are so strong and you just don't realize it. You are a warrior in my eyes, because it is not a piece of cake to deal with gut health issues and also cope up with your daily life. It is tough. I know how it feels to be. I can't even imagine how I managed the phase which was the worstest time of my lifetime. But now I'm getting better, and I will let you know all the information in the upcoming videos, how I got better and all, and much more information about gut health issues, IBS, and let's just get dug deep into the subject and get to know, so that we cure ourselves together. And also let's try not to make the same mistakes we made earlier, which triggered our symptoms or which didn't help cure ourselves. Stay tuned for the next video, and I'm sorry I won't be doing any delay for the next video like the previous ones. Stay tuned and press that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video, and I promise I won't be late uploading the next video.